Hi guys, sorry this is a bit more last minute than last time. So for Monday I was going to give the option of doing two different cocktails depending what you like to drink. So I was going to run through a basic espresso martini. So for that you're going to want a clear spirit, so something like vodka, tequila works. You can actually use rum as well, or feeling particularly fancy, whiskies even work. I don't usually advise using gin just because the juniper kind of does some weird stuff with the coffee. But yeah, so you want your main spirits. You'll want a coffee liqueur of some description, so Kahlua or Tia Maria, the more common ones. Or you've got ones that have like tequila bases, like the Patron XO, or even cognac bases. Then you just want, the only other part you want is your coffee elements. So I'll be doing up a just like a brewed coffee on the day, but you can use kind of capsule coffee. Can use instant coffee as well if that's all you have. That's completely fine. It still works. The original espresso martini was actually almost definitely using instant coffee, so that's definitely not a problem. The other cocktail, I wanted to give people an option of if they wanted to go, or they didn't want coffee, or they wanted to try something different, was to look at basic highballs and mizuwaris, as they're called in Japan. So all you want for that is a neutral spirit and a mixer. So for the spirit, you can literally, wherever you feel like. Classic highballs you would call for whiskey, but I mean a gin and tonic is a highball. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of like make them a little bit more classy and kind of like fine tune them. What I recommend if you are doing the highball is the morning of making it. So on Monday morning, if you can stick your main spirit in the freezer, and what will happen is that just super chills the spirit, and it will just mean that everything going into the finished drink will be as cold as possible. And likewise, mixer, if you make sure it's in the fridge, you want that to be as cold as possible. And even if you want to chill the glass in the freezer, that's ideal. And for that one, you're going to want lots of ice as well, a nice big solid block like I have in there, if possible. And then you just want a basic fruit as the for garnish purposes with the highball. You can kind of play around with it a little bit, and you can kind of think about what fruits play nicely with the spirit you're using. So for instance, for Gold Label, I know you get a lot of like chamomile and orchard fruit flavours in there, so I was going to just use just nice green apple, and to aid with that we've just got some powdered sugar. And what we'll do is we'll just lightly coat the garnish in the powdered sugar, and it just adds a little bit of sweetness to a really like super basic drink. Yeah, cool. Any questions, let me know, and I shall see you guys on Monday.